Hello my lovelies. This is my entry for the 2018 New Zealand NYX FACE Awards. If you want to see how I did this Galaxy Grunge look, keep watching. Okay, so starting out with a clean base, I blocked out my brows and moved on to painting my face white with a cream based paint. You can use a brush or a sponge for this, but I went for a sponge, really packing it on to make it as opaque as possible. This will help us out later as a base for our bright eyeshadows. I then set it with translucent powder to keep the cream in place. Moving on to the eyes, taking a plum purple eyeshadow, I begin at the corner of my eye, dragging the colour out in lines up and down my face. Then going in with a darker purple, I pull the colour the same way away from the eye but not as far as the previous colour. I then change to a blue and repeat this process on the centre of my lid, once again deepening it up with a darker shade. For the inner corner of my eye, I use the same technique as before, but using a light blue and not dragging the colour as far away as I did with the previous two colours. I then go back and forth between the colours, elongating the lines and making it more dramatic because we didn't block out those brows for nothing. To add a little more depth, I also went in and added more dark purple into the outer crease. Then also adding a small amount of black on top, blending it all out with a blending brush. Also bringing that down just below the outer part of the waterline.
Just pop your head around the side. I'm just like time lapse. Not around through here. I can't lift you up. It's fine. You're not in it. Wait, no, but have a look at it. Do you like it? Oh yeah, no, good start. Oh, very good start. It's got grainy stuff on everywhere. Grainy stuff. That'll be like pixel. Is that stuff on your eyebrow? Wait, no, what are you talking about? Yeah, on that side, the addition side. Go. Yeah, keep it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it hasn't got sound, has it? No. Oh, it does. But, okay. Like, I'm not using any sound.
Once I was happy with the eyes, I moved on to painting my neck and chest white. For this, I used water-activated paint. Because we are just using this as a base for other colours, it doesn't need to be perfect. Now onto the other colours, using a sea sponge, I keep swapping between a light pinky purple, a dark purple, a light blue and a dark blue, using a random stipple motion to apply them. To add some stars into our galaxy, I use the bristly end of an eyebrow brush to flick dots of thick white water-activated paint across my chest, holding it close for more intense stars and then further away for softer ones. To create more defined stars, I go in with a detailed brush and more white paint, sporadically adding a few larger dots. I then go back in with the splatter technique to add a few more background stars. Using the same detailed brush as before, I also bring a few white dots onto the face in the darker outer corner of the eye. To add more of a grungy vibe to this look, I added black drip-like lines going down the neck. I also used a thick black line to frame my jaw and then blended that out with a fluffy brush and some black eyeshadow. For the lips, I used a bright pink liquid lipstick. And then to create an ombre effect, I used the same purple eyeshadow we used previously for my eyes to go into the corner of my lips. Then I just blended that out with my finger. Well, maybe not. To add some contour, I use a mix of blue and purple shadow from my eyes and very lightly apply it to the hollows of my cheeks and then slowly build up the colour if needed. Remember, less is definitely more when working on a white base. And then I'd love to say you're done, but I completely forgot something. So just go ahead and line those eyeballs. Then also do a me. And lose your mascara. And then go on a wild hunt to find your mascara for 20 minutes. Good job, Kayla. And that's the final look done. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also remember to follow me on my other socials, and I'll link them in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you lovelies later.